When I was first diagnosed with gastritis, I went to a doctor and they immediately prescribed me a PPI. After about a few weeks of realizing that one, this wasn't going to help me, and two, this could actually make my symptoms worse, I stopped taking it, I weaned off, and I started to look for natural ways to help calm my gastritis. Here's everything I did to calm my gastritis without using medication. The biggest thing for me, of course, was diet, so I cut out all things that were inflammatory in any way, which was acidic foods, spicy foods, very fatty, greasy, deep-fried foods, and alcohol and caffeine. I also cut out gluten and dairy, not because I was intolerant to gluten and dairy, but because those foods are inflammatory, even for folks that aren't intolerant to them. I stuck to a very strict diet for 90 days. I stopped drinking, I started going to bed much earlier, and I stopped snacking throughout the day. Instead, I just had 4 to 5 meals that were a little bit smaller than my meals before because I was only eating 3 meals in the past. So I changed it to 4 to 5 smaller meals throughout each day. I also spaced my meals pretty evenly so that my stomach was never empty, because an empty stomach allows the gastritis to get worse by the acid that's just churning in your stomach. Supplements that I used at the beginning that I think really helped me are DGL, slippery elm, and L-glutamine. I can do a further video on the supplements, but just for the sake of this, those are the 3 that I really liked. I also started meditating. I never really understood the value of meditation. I didn't understand why people did it until I realized that so many of my issues with my stomach were coming from my stress and my anxiety. So I started meditating, and I didn't get it at first for the first few weeks, but I just kept doing it until it became a habit, until it became something that I didn't feel right unless I started my day with a meditation. I also started adopting hobbies that were just better for me. Instead of scrolling half my time, I would read more, journal more, create art more, just doing things that were less stimulating and a little bit better for my brain. I also got out of the house more and spent a lot more time in nature than I was previously used to. I've made it a priority. And sticking with these habits for 90 days really helped me moving forward. I wasn't healed in 90 days, but I was feeling so much better. I was completely symptom-free after 90 days. And I wasn't on any medication. I was only taking natural supplements, and despite what all of my doctors say, I did not need a PPI to manage my symptoms.